Hey guys, how y'all doing? I am over here trying to do a live stream, trying to get you guys to make sure that you're doing what you signed up for inside of your Patreon, which is to do make sure that you're doing your crypto. That if you were doing stocks, that you're also getting all of that stuff set up so that you can take advantage of this buying opportunity that's happening now, and that's going to happen in the future when the Fed decides to release the first rate hike, which is going to be March 15th, 16th. I anticipate that rate hike to be at least 0.25%. They said today that they might do seven rate hikes, which is crazy. But I think they're trying to get the rate to at least like a 2.5 overall um, rate. And so they're going to be doing that incrementally throughout the year to try to get inflation down. So we got to be set up for that. So I want you to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Again, for crypto, for your stock portfolio, um, making sure that you're starting to investigate the things that I'm sharing with you about your life insurance and the importance of having life insurance and the importance of having whole life instead of term life. There's definitely value in term, but whole life allows you to grow that money, and it takes a while to get it to a point where you can like borrow from it, but it's still something to be thinking about, especially if you're younger than me, right? Or if you have young children and you want to start to set up those life insurance policies so that they can have some money to borrow from as they get older, perhaps to pay for school or pay for some other major event in their life, but that they're not going to a bank, that this kind of becomes their bank because you're setting it up so early for them. So you got to start getting that in place. Um, I believe there's a coming crash as it relates to housing, being ready to leverage your assets and the money that you have available to take advantage of some of the what I think are going to be some really big bargains that are going to come in this space, and just trying to make sure that you are leveraging all of the things that you have, all of the things that you own to grow your money, so that you are moving into a space where you are comfortable, that you have passive income available to you, more seven streams or more of income, and that when you want to retire, you can retire. When you want to go on vacation, you go on vacation. When you want to give to charity, you want to give to church, whatever you want to do, I want you to be set up in the proper way. Um, as much as possible to do all of the things, and I believe it is quite possible. So I put in the group yesterday or the day before, I don't know which day I posted it, that I would like for people in our Patreon to be able to have access to a one-on-one with me. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, right? But what I do know, I try to know really well, and I just want to be a friend to you to help you navigate it and bounce questions off of. I want you to do your research every time, right? Because I don't want you to to just do things blindly. In order for us to move ahead, for us to get better in our money life, we have to take control of the information and make sure that we understand it, make sure that our children understand it, our nieces, our nephews, whoever in our family that has been well, this information has not been available to them. We need to do our very best to ensure that they get access to this information, and that we are being thoughtful around making sure that they have it, and we are supporting them as they move and make financial decisions about their life based on what they learned from us. So it's really super important to me, and I just want to support you. I appreciate that you joined the Patreon. Again, I'm giving away all the proceeds to charity. I haven't. Yeah, I want to give it all away. So this is just a way to be philanthropic while also sharing what I learned, what I know. What I am training to be an NFT developer. I'm almost done. And so I'm going to be talking to you about how to do NFTs. If you want to get into the NFT space, I'd love to help you do that. Um, Not so much, I can teach you which ones are perfect for you to buy. But really, like if you're creative, like getting value out of an NFT that you might design and then attaching that to an experience that the people that follow you might want to have. So that increases the value of the NFT, right? And so again, I want to teach you about that as much as possible. But I feel like, I feel really disconnected from you because I'm just posting and I'm not getting a whole lot of comments. I'm getting a few questions. I mean, and it's a small group, right? But invite your friends, invite people who are interested in knowing, who want to be part of a community. Again, I'm going to be continuing to work to bring people to this space that are interested in making sure that you have that information. I'll be highlighting books and different YouTubers and different resources that I think will help you understand better ways to leverage your resources to grow them. I think there has been a huge gap in access to some of this information just because the way society is set up. African Americans in a lot of places have not been given the full access to this information. Middle class people haven't really, we've been fed the line like you work for somebody for 30 years and you get this magical check at the end of the time. Oh, and by the way, the insurance is going to eat up half of that check, right? And so there's just all of these things that we've been told, and it's not, we shouldn't feel bad about that. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about any of that. I'm just saying that there is another story. There is another way. There is a way for you to be free of that narrative and create your own path forward and create your timeline for when you retire and when you do all of the other things that you want to do in this life. And again, leaving some wealth, generational wealth behind for your offspring and for generations to come. So, this is my plea for you to message me in the Patreon about when you want to try to schedule some time. If you don't want to schedule some time or if the time isn't right, that's okay. But I want to be really super transparent that, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue to push the narrative about this money and getting this generational wealth because I think we can do great things. I think we can do a lot of good in the world if the people that want to do good things, not just for themselves, but for the community, for the upbuilding of God's kingdom, for charities, for whoever you want to leave it to, right? For us, I believe it is time for us to learn how to do that well and not to be afraid of the conversations that we need to have, not to be blind, looking at our 401ks, not to be short sighted in how we look at any of the money vehicles that we've used traditionally, and to really figure out how we can leverage that with this upcoming opportunity to buy, which I believe if you put the right amount of money aside and if you think about the future, when we have these big dips that are coming, you buy if you're ready to buy then, in 3 to 5 years, your numbers will have you would have quadrupled what you put into the market. Okay. So that's my take for today. Today is Tuesday, February 1st. I like Tuesdays. So I hope that you all are having an amazing week. I'm so excited about the Bengals. Go Bengals. But in all of that, I want you to get your money. So have an amazing evening, and I hope to hear from you in the comments about when you want to meet real soon. All right, take care.